It's all for one and one for all. Hey everybody, today I've got your Three Musketeers movie review. And I saw this movie twice, and the second time I saw it, I just had to give you guys my take on the movie. So here we go. Alright, so basically it starts off where Three Musketeers, Athos, Porthos, and Aramis are on this one mission with Lady de Winter, who is played by Milla Jovovich from the Resident Evil movies, and they're all trying to get into this one sort of like underground chamber, and this scene is totally cool. You actually see it in the trailer where there's like booby traps everywhere, and it looks totally awesome. And then something crazy happens, and then all of a sudden we bring in a new character who is D'Artagnan, who is played by Logan Lerman, and he's basically like, he's had this dream of becoming one of the Three Musketeers, and all he's doing is like sword fighting and all that, and he's like trying to be a show off, and like, he may look cute doing it, but let's just say I wasn't that impressed. But overall, his acting is it's okay. It's just reminding me so much of Percy Jackson, that movie that he was in. And basically, he meets this other guy who's like this total jerk, and he basically wants to get back at him for insulting him. And then, as he's running away, he meets the Three Musketeers, and he challenges them to fight. And when they all sort of like meet up together, and it's a totally awesome scene. This is probably one of the greatest scenes I've ever seen. And for a movie that a lot of people said wasn't that good, I personally love this scene because it reminded me of the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and that one scene where they were introducing Jack Sparrow and fighting all the bad guys. But this just looked totally awesome, and of course all the characters, I can just tell, like, by far my favorite character out of the whole movie was Porthos, and you guys can beg to differ all you want, but I loved him because he was just so funny. He definitely stood out, and of course all of them stood out, had their own little personalities to them, so definitely helped me to see like which one, like I could tell like which one was which. And of course Athos, or however you say his name, is like in a relationship with Milady de Winter, and basically she betrays him and has this sort of weird relationship with the Duke of Buckingham, who is played by Orlando Bloom. Oh my god! And basically she just totally double crosses the Three Musketeers, and especially Athos, and that's when she goes off and they're sort of riding into Paris, where we meet the Cardinal, who's played by Christoph Waltz, who is in Inglourious Basterds. And I think his character, I loved his character definitely, because he's like you can see like he's a villain, but then he also has like a secret softer side to him, so like there's just something that's there that we don't quite get right away, but then closer to the end of the movie we sort of see that. And I think it was really cool how they sort of developed his character throughout the movie. And yeah, so I also liked how they showed some of the special effects scenes. Now I know like they shot this movie using like the 3D technology, and I know that I obviously did not see it in 3D, so I don't know if it made any difference, but some of the special effects were kind of, they were okay. But definitely the one part that I liked was the flying airships, and that whole sequence, the whole action battle sequence, I definitely enjoyed that. and I just thought it was really cool. And of course, I loved all the sword fighting, and the part where Mila Jovovich, she jumps down, like she sort of like has this whole like spy Mission Impossible thing going on, just like jumping down. She's like wearing this like really revealing sexy outfit. I'm like, really? How could you like get away with doing that? But of course, she's like a true assassin. Like, she'll shoot people, and then she'll like stab people, and then she'll do it in all in good timing. So I definitely loved her character. And of course, the guy who directed this movie, Paul W.S. Anderson, obviously, if you're familiar with the Resident Evil movies, he also directed that, and of course, she also starred in them, so it actually made sense. You know, actors, directors, they're always in the same movies, working together, doing all that stuff, so, and overall, I thought that the sequences were basically, like, all the scenes definitely formatted together, and the story was really fun, and everybody was just hilarious. Like, I mean, this is not, I wouldn't say that this would be a particularly kids movie, because of course there is some like violence, like really crazy violence and swearing, of course, but I don't know. It's probably a PG-13 movie, I think. It's either PG or PG-13. It has to be, because there's too much craziness going on. But overall, I thought this movie was hilarious, especially with the king and queen, and their whole little romance, sort of like, I don't know, he was being all like, ooh, like, she's so pretty, but I don't know how to talk to her, and then, like, he gets with her, and, I think it was really cool, and just, like, the whole, changing of outfits, like, what color should I wear today? Oh, how about blue? No, how about green? Or purple? And then, of course, the Duke of Buckingham, Orlando Bloom. I thought, like, wow, like, I have never once seen a movie with him as a villain, and I thought that was just really surprising. Like, he can be, like, evil, and then he can be funny at the same time, so it's kind of like Christoph Waltz's character, but funnier. And I'm not saying that Christoph Waltz was not funny, of course. Like, he definitely was funny. And, I mean, they were all funny. I mean, like, I was laughing throughout the movie. Like, I thought it was, like, really enjoyable. I would definitely see this a million times over, and it's not because I have a crush on one of the Three Musketeers. If you remember who it was. And, yeah, so, just, and also, I don't want to spoil anything, so I just want to tell you guys, the ending was, wow, I was just, like, blown away. Like, I was just sitting, just, like, I leaned in just so I can listen and just, like, focus on what was going on in the movie, and then as soon as the ending scene popped up, I would just lean back. I was like, whoa, this is ridiculous. But, yeah, I can't even believe it, and I'm pretty sure they're going to make a sequel. I mean, with all these movies that are coming out, and of course they're going to make sequels and do all that sort of stuff, they're going to definitely make a sequel to this. I don't know if they are for real, but, and I don't know if I'm going to see it, but this definitely, there's hints to a sequel, and I kind of feel bad for one of the other characters that is in the movie. If you go see it, you'll know who I'm talking about. Athos. Yeah. So, just write in the comments what you guys thought about the Three Musketeers. Did you enjoy it? Or did you think, oh, it was too funny? Or it was kind of like lacking luster and all that? Lacking some kind of, I don't know, type of dialogue or whatever. And what did you think about the acting and all that? Did you think they were all, like, pretty good acting choices? Because I definitely think they were all pretty good. I can definitely tell that they had their own, like, personalities, and I can tell who's who and whatnot. And, yeah, just let me know. And also, take a chance to subscribe and watch more of my movie reviews and movie updates, and come back every week. I'll have a new Trailer Thursday video up with you, and just, You can also follow me on Twitter and like me on Facebook, and I will see you guys later.